Hello, wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today again. So I need to read on George Nader because he's been arrested. He was the guy who set up the back channel Russia, Putin, Trump campaign communication, tried to set it up. I don't know if he was successful or not in the Seychelles Island with Eric Prince and some an emissary from Putin. So he also funneled over $2 million into the campaign of Trump's campaign from the UAE, allegedly. I don't know if it's been proven or if it's alleged, but I have to say allegedly then. And he's just all kinds of shadiness. He had been interviewed by Robert Mueller a bunch of times, but I think he thought a statute of limitations was up or he was covered, but no, he came into the country and he had child porn on his phone. So, and he'd gotten in trouble for that stuff before. He did time in the Czech Republic for this kind of thing, and maybe it was even abuse of a child, I think. And he had gotten in trouble legally once before for something similar with pornography. So now what's going to become of him? We'll just do a quick read on that. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, jail. Yeah, well, he's already in jail, but it looks like that's going to continue. We have 9 of Cups, and we have, that's usually Trump's card in the Rider-Waite for me. And then we have the Sword of Truth coming out. Okay, so this isn't good for Trump either. So he goes to jail. He stays in jail. He gets time. But Trump, this brings more focus on Trump's relationship with him and why is this acceptable to Trump and why does Trump even associate with this guy, and Trump's own history of allegations against him regarding sexual contact with minors. In one case, there was an allegation of sexual contact with assault of a 13-year-old. So this brings all that stuff up to the fore more. And there's plenty to talk about there. Yeah, so okay. Also, we have some news about, okay, investigation, women coming forward saying, yeah, that might bring new interest. And so we may have women coming forward to talk about Trump and his behavior toward them when he was young, when they were younger. So this could be, Miss Teen America. These are things we probably have heard of before, but they get a lot more interest again. And also the Lover's card, right, his sexual behavior. But this is who he's in bed with politically too. So why Trump? Why would you deal with this person at all, right? And people are asking that and horrified. It does damage him politically. I don't think he thinks it does. I think he sends out some tweets, deny, and whatever. And he feels like that's sufficient, but it actually does end up damaging him politically. He just doesn't know it. And then more talk too about Russia then. And the White House, that connection between Russia and the White House, and that back channel, and was it installed, and what's happened with that. So King of Cups a lot of times is Putin in my reading. 4 of Wands is sometimes the White House. So yeah, too cozy again. So none of this is good for press for Trump. None of that's good for him. No. But he thinks meh, like I said, like he said, he thinks he can shoot someone in the middle of Fifth Avenue, but this one actually does turn the stomach of some people. It's hard to deal with. Why would Trump have anything to do with this man? Not only is he a repeat offender, but I mean, he did time for it. It's not, up for debate. It's not maybe he's not a pedophile. Maybe he's not somebody who's done sexual assault against children. He did time for this kind of thing. So it does not look good for Trump. All right, Spirit, anything more you want to tell us about that? 8 of Wands, 4 of Coins, Page of Coins. So yeah, because a bunch of stories are launched all at the same time. Yeah, all in the same direction. Why did Trump meet with him? Why did he hire him? Why does he even allow him to sit in the same room with him? Yeah, Page of Coins, financial opportunities. These stories sell too. People want to know. It does bother him some. It affects his security, his sense of security with the Four of Coins, but he doesn't let on. He doesn't let on that it does. Yeah. Well, this has something to do with his greed too. This has something to do with his greed with that Four of Coins. Okay. Knight of Coins. Yeah, why did you have him working for you? Why did you give him marching orders? Why? Because it was financially beneficial to you, Trump? Yeah, because it was financially beneficial to me. That's all he can say. And it doesn't. In fact, he might imply that in a tweet or something. I don't know. But it doesn't reflect well upon him. It really does not. So this guy is off to prison. Anything else? Three of Coins. He's consulting with his attorneys. It might take a little while because he might plead. He might plead then. And 10 of Coins. His money, he can hire good attorneys. Other people might hire good attorneys on his behalf. So, I don't feel like he gets the maximum. I don't feel like he gets as much time as people think that he should, but he does get some time, and it's enough to disrupt his life and his behavior. So, yeah, I don't think he dares again. So, although he's still sick. I mean, he's going to always be sick. He's going to always want to see that pornography. He's going to always want to do that. Ugh. I don't even like, his energy's terrible. He's just all about money and wanting to feel good, and he has no empathy, no compassion, no decency, no nothing. This guy, he's just yuck. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, his spirit is eternal and beloved by source, but this personality he's created here on earth, ugh, yeah, that could just scrape that off the bottom of your shoe and toss it. Yeah. Oh yeah, women are going to have a lot to say about this with this Queen of Wands, and that is, investigate. Let's not ignore this. Let's talk about this. Let's look into this. And regarding Trump. And we have that King of Cups again. See, all that scuttlebutt about when Trump was in Russia, and does Putin have tapes on him interacting with underage girls? That's been a question that's been floated. So that's going to be talked about again. And again, 8 of Wands, everything moving forward in one direction, looking at Trump's behavior and Trump's history. So, yeah, this is not what he wants. It will actually turn off some of his base. I don't know if enough of them to make an appreciable difference. I mean, his ratings will dip for a while. His approval ratings, yeah, it will bother some people. He's going to lose some forever over this. Yep. Because, it's interesting. Many Trump supporters, some of them have bought into this. The Democrats are all child molesters, and, all of this fake news stuff, although I'm sure child molesters are represented in both parties, but, a lot of fake news stories about that, and about, right, Hillary and the pizza restaurant and all that stuff, that she's some, in charge of some sex ring or something like that. So they bought into that. So having this guy, a proven, convicted child molester, so associated with Trump, that's not going to play well with some of his base. Right. Some will be like, I can't, I'm out. Yeah, so his approval ratings may dip, and then and there may be, a portion that just never do come back to him. But, not a huge portion, guys. I'm sorry, but it's a little portion. But yeah, because they're not having it. Four of Cups, they're not having that. They're not accepting that news. So, this does more harm to him politically than he thinks it does. People they're interested in learning about this because it's very, it just really bother, it's just the worst of the worst, isn't it, you guys? So, and it does bother some people, even people who will put up with a lot. So, it bothers everybody. It should bother everybody. So anything else, Spirit, but the King of Coins. So that's a reminder but remember, Trump is with the Republican Party that is backed by a lot of big money. And this is not the thing that would get him out. Okay, so that's what I got. That's what I got on this particular situation. Yeah. Ugh. I pulled the Six of Cups. Yeah, we've got to think about the children. Oh, this press is not bad for kids, though. This press is not bad for kids and for efforts to protect them. So that's good. Oh, the border stuff will be pulled into this too. Concerns about those kids. Yeah, this isn't a bit. That's also okay. That's also a note of encouragement. Spirit is saying okay, but this discourse is not bad for us to have as a nation. It's not bad for us to visit this subject and talk about it because children do need to be protected. All right. Well, I thank you so very much for caring, and I will take you on another tarot journey probably tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.